Hello, everybody. That's all. Good night. My name is Pinky Gonzalez, and we're here to talk about BrandLX. BrandLX stands for Branded Learning Experiences, and that's the logo. This came to be after 17 years of custom web development right here in Portland, Oregon. SiteWorks did the very first version of Levi's.com and the very most recent version of the IKEA YouTube page, but we are shutting that business down because this is a bigger deal. Here's why. In the consumer electronic industry alone, in the United States alone, every single year, retailers and manufacturers collectively lose $16.7 billion in product returns. How many of you have ever returned a product that works just fine? Can I see your hands? You are the problem we're here to solve. You're the problem, you're the problem. In fact, 95% of all consumer electronics returned work just fine. That means 5%, just 5% of this number are due to damage and defective merchandise. It's a big deal. So in a landmark study, the global accounting firm Accenture listed 4 key areas where manufacturers and retailers can improve their operations. It's called reverse supply chain logistics, and this was at the top of the list. I'm going to quote this for Terry Starbucker and Mitch Doherty, who like it when you read the quotes on the page. Industry research suggests that a key contributor to high return rates is insufficient education of the customer. Well, good news. We have the solution. BrandLX is called Branded Learning Experiences because it's all about an experience that's going to educate somebody in an immersive and interactive and exciting way. Our motto is engage, educate, and reward. And you need all 3 of those things for the thing to work. Education on its own is dry and boring, and there's no reason to get through it unless there's a carrot at the end, and that's where that rewarding thing is nice. But if it's so boring, even the carrot isn't going to get you there. It needs to be engaging. It needs to be interesting. When you think about GoPro, they're not just selling a camera, they're selling a lifestyle. You think about Red Bull, they're not just selling a can of sugar water, they're selling a lifestyle, an activity. That's engagement. That stuff matters. And in addition to reducing product returns, the opportunity with engagement is even greater. An engaged customer is going to spend more, and they're going to be more influential amongst their peers. Let me tell you a little bit about the system, and you can see our screen, our video is running here. We thought that was a really big monitor, but compared to these guys, these are impressive. So the system itself, just a few key features. It's mobile first, it's built for tablets, it's built for phones, and then it works on your desktop computer. It's fully brandable. Every icon, every color, every font, every element in the system is not only customizable by us, but by the client. It's scalable, it's in the cloud, it's secure, it's been audited. It's big time stuff. There are the activities and courses themselves. The client has complete control over this. Our only service layer at this point is in making sure that they get started on the right foot. We can do grading, we can do pass-fail, we can do Quizlets, we can do very light layer stuff, or we can do fully certified continuing education level training on this thing. In fact, we have 39 power companies here in the Pacific Northwest using it for professional purposes. We have 2 large veterinary groups using it. IKEA uses a version of it, and just this week we signed Superfeet, which is an outdoor company that does orthotics or in-shoe inserts. So we're gaining traction. We have monthly recurring revenue. Things are getting very exciting. We also are currently plugged into over 50 retailers, including Nike, Amazon, Starbucks, iTunes, Google, Nordstrom, Home Depot, and a bunch more. So depending on what you want the reward to be, it can be financial. The thing is fully gamified. It can be just badges. It can be certificates. It can be continuing education, and so on. Analytics matter. Metrics matter. It's not enough for us to promise that we're going to save you money. If we can't prove it, we're out of business. So metrics are everything, advanced reporting, everything from that light Google Analytics layer stuff all the way down to multi-year user behavior trends and analysis. This is where we are today, our go-to-market strategy. The product is built live and generating revenue. It has been validated. I didn't know about the product return thing until last Tuesday. How many investors are in the room now that have seen this pitch before? Show of hands. Here you go. I haven't been talking about this, right? We didn't know this was a big thing. one of the world's largest retailers is the one that told us about that thing, and we're very optimistic that they'll be our next pilot. So we're moving into a pilot phase. We are raising money, but we don't need it. We just want it. Feels like we need it. We're going to be here one way or another. And then finally, we are going to go after industry segments one at a time. In that continuing education realm and corporate compliance and that kind of stuff, we're going to pick up some channel partners that can communicate with those people and use the platform on their own. We are interested in consumer electronics in the outdoor industry. Those will be our areas of focus, and we plan to get a key account and expand as time goes on. A few competitors in the space. They specialize in retail associate training, and while we think our technology alone is better and will give us a competitive advantage, they are working from the inside out. We're working from the outside in. We want something that works for the masses that can also be used for your retail associates as opposed to the other way around. CyberScholar is the biggest here and the, in my opinion, easiest to unseat. Their technology is old. It is not good. Best Buy just fired them. The same company is being used by Costco and Walmart, and they are directly in our sites, and we're talking to both of those companies now. These are the people in your neighborhood. All of the credit to this goes to my wingmen, Eric Dayton, who is here. Say hi, Eric. And Rusty Jennings. These are the original co-founders of SiteWorks. I joined just a year ago, and I'm very proud to be a part of the evolution of this company. But Eric is the creative, Webby award-winning, agency background, brilliant designer and fine artist. Rusty is the architect, the technology guy, the herder of our engineers. And it's really to their credit that the thing works as well as it does. And that is it.